Hello mọi người, mình đang ở hội nghị của BC ở thành phố Salt Lake City. Hội trường chứa 2.300 người.
Can you guys hear me now? All right. How is everyone? How is everyone? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gagan Sarkaria. I'm a high achievement business coach and a very proud BT member like you all are. So I love BT. Do you?
Yes!
I love BT. Do you?
Yes!
I love BT. Do you?
Yeah, love BC!
Give yourself a huge round of applause. Give this such a special moment because the first annual meeting that we did in Las Vegas on November 12, 2025, we had about 1,100 people. We have doubled that attendance today, so kudos to everyone. So making this happen, I want to kickstart today's presentation by saying a big shout out and a huge thank you to Dr. Stephen Beard. That man is a genius, and you all know that. But more than being a genius, he's got a heart of a giver. I have never, ever, in my professional life or personal life, experienced so much generosity in resources, in money, in educating the entire community.
Hội trường 2.300 người ở thành phố Salt Lake City, tiểu bang Utah. Người đang phát biểu ở trên sân khấu là cô Gagan, level 9, level 9.
How many of you are here because you experienced that generosity from him? So, how many here in today, in this room, are guests? If you can give me a show of hands, please. If you just started a week ago or a month ago, you're still a guest, I would say. A lot of people. All right. How many people here are level 1? If you would please stand up. Level 1.
Congratulations!
It took me 6 months to get to level 1. I'm being serious. Did you not talk to me? It took me 6 months. And every time somebody in my organization hits level 1, I'm the first one to celebrate because I know how hard it is to hit level 1. Where is Miss Ann? Oh my God. Miss Ann, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, for being in our life. This entire room is here because of you. Thank you. If Miss Ann did not persevere, if she didn't hang on to that thread of hope and faith, I don't think Melton would have done anything, and I don't think Ned would have done anything, and I don't think Gary Hutt would have done anything, and I don't think I would have been here. So please give a big shout out to Melton, to Ned Mallory, and Gary Hutt. Is Gary here? something in me and he became the bridge to make the connection within 24 hours of his own joining. So I love the fact that people see some potential not only in BG, but they see value in you. Your sponsor, the person who referred you to BG while sharing, saw something in you, probably more than we believe in ourselves. Am I right about that part?
Yes, yes.
So my job here today is to kind of educate everyone with the presentation. How many of level 2 people here? Please stand up.
Level 2, stand up, please. Congratulations, level 2.
You guys are here because you saw and you believed and you wanted to learn and you wanted to do something not only for yourselves but for your entire team members. 25 or 125 doesn't matter. When you bring in one person in BG while sharing, you are a leader in my perspective. You may not feel that you're a leader. You may not feel or think that, oh, numbers show, and that's okay. Because what I'm going to share with you is the power of compounding today. How many of you understand compounding?
Compounding.
In BG while sharing, we learn how to use compounding on a daily basis with 2 codes per day, correct? And if we are persevering and we are learning and paying attention, we can get 3 codes per day, correct? Right. How many of you know that besides the trade account, as an investor or as a team member who has unlocked the third signal, there is something called compounding of your talent, compounding of your time, compounding of your team. How many of you know those 3 things? Yeah. Because we get into BG as an investor first, referrer second, team builder third. But if you can take advantage of how can you compound your time, your talent, your team, through the power of duplication and replication, the trade account can go to more than $1 million in about 6 to 12 months. How do you do that?
Excuse me. That's where I'm
Dr.
on my
Greg
way.
is here to share everything that he's got with his community, with all of us.
Đây là
And
chiếc
we
xe
are
này,
600,000
chiếc xe Tesla
strong community in over
Model Y.
100
Đây là giải đặc biệt của sự kiện lần này.
And I'm very confident before we end our 5-month, 5-city tour, we will hit our
Tesla
mark
Model
of
Y, ai là
1
chủ nhân
million
của chiếc
cars
Tesla hôm nay?
Alright. So let's start our presentation. If we can have the first slide up, which is the disclaimer slide. I do not have a clicker and that's totally okay. I hope my alarms will not go on. Because I've got an hour to be here. How many of you can sit here for an hour to learn?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So we're going to go to that part. So we have
Are
the
you
disclaimer.
the phone? No Wi-Fi.
What I want
Yeah.
to
You
my job
5G.
today is kind of not only educate you, but also give you a
T-Mobile.
glimpse of how I do my normal presentation. How many of you
Yeah,
have watched my
you turn
videos
off
to build
Wi-Fi
a business?
and you then.
Thank you so much. How many of you missed my YouTube channel?
You have 5G.
We have backup for that, and we will be releasing that backup pretty soon. So,
Have to turn off the Wi-Fi so it works. Yeah.
in my very first Tuesday night meeting that I started doing while sharing was on April 15th. Is Miss Cynthia Tran here? Yes, ma'am! You stand up! Miss Cynthia Tran, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. Miss Cynthia Tran is my first direct, and we have a story to share for another time. But I started doing my BT Will sharing plan presentations every Tuesday night because
Hội trường này chứa được 2.300 thành viên.
So I want to give a big shout out to Miss Linda. Miss Linda is right there. I love you go. She's managing the AV section there. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Christina, who is not here, busy. Right, Miss Cynthia? She couldn't make it. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Leanne, who's in Oklahoma, and I'm so proud of her because she is right now taking care of her elderly mother and doing her full-time job, and she's a level 7 leader. So, if people who are ordinary people like you and I can do BG, anybody can do BG. I want to give a big shout out to all the Vietnamese people who started the journey with Cynthia and me back in April last year. Majority of them are level 7 and above leaders right now.
Yeah!
And Ms. Cynthia Friend just completed her first 1-year anniversary on April 7th this year for being a BG leader, and she is right now on her way to level 8. So big I want to give a big shout out to my two India leaders because the second person I enrolled in the first group was in India. He is right now level 7 on his way to level 8 and a BG shareholder like Ms. Cynthia and I are. I am so proud of my organization. We produce quality. We produce passion. We produce commitment and we produce drive. And I am here to share with you this slide deck that I designed as a birthday gift for Dr. Stephen Beard last year in December because he kept saying, Doug, what is it in your meetings? And everybody keeps asking me for your presentation slide deck. I said, are they not in my organization? He said, no. I said, okay, we'll figure something out for the entire community. How many of you are using this deck for your presentation? Please give me a big shout out. Okay. If you want to do presentations because you feel you're level 2 or level 1 or level 0, doesn't matter, and you want to use this deck, please reach out to Dr. Beard privately on contact. He will be more than happy to share this slide deck with you. All right, so the disclaimer is that today's presentation is for education purposes only, and I am not going to make any sales. I'm not going to solicit anything. I'm not, asking you to invest in anything, even though I'm a level 9 leader in BG Wealth Sharing and a certified senior investment advisor. Today's presentation, this slide deck is all about knowledge imparting and education. So how many of you are taking notes today? All right, not the whole group didn't say yes. So my first thing that I want to request is please take notes. It's very important because that is the first thing that you should be doing with Dr. Beard does with Zoom sessions. And when you look at the slide deck, you are going to then be looking at, okay, what is that I'm listening into? You need to be fully present and you need to listen in so that you can see what is going on. So the very first question that people ask, or we will talk about, is objections. How many times have you reached out to someone and shared BG and they said, but this search engine says this, right? How many times they would say this AI platform says this? All the time, right? Is there a proof of anything that you have done wrong? No. So we are here, and you guys will go in the field and with your loved ones, with your family, friends. How many of you have family who doesn't believe in BG? My family also doesn't believe in BG.
None.
And I have a funny story to say. One time Miss Anne actually was sharing BG with her cousins and family and friends, and I happened to call her, and she said, I'm sitting here with my friends and my family and my cousins, and they don't believe in me. So I put me on a camera with them, and I told them, I'm like, are you telling that this is like a Ponzi scheme or whatever? And do you know how many members she has in her organization? And how much can be making. She doesn't need you guys. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, she doesn't need you guys. She's doing a favor introducing BG.
Đúng rồi đó.
Everything
Doing a
like
favor.
that, right? And that is true because I'm here to debunk some of the misconceptions here. The very first question always is, what is BG Wealth sharing? And the first thing people want to do is they want to Google.
Hello mọi người, hy vọng những ai không tham dự được trực tiếp thì mình có thể xem quay live như thế này ha. Và những anh chị nào vào những lần live tiếp theo, sự kiện tiếp theo, mấy anh chị có thể sắp xếp lịch để tham gia tháng 5, tháng 6, tháng 7, tháng 8, tháng 9.
And here are my results. How many of you know my BG story?
I know where you started.
I think it's time for me to know my BG story. Because I don't think I even saw 15 hands go out of the place. There's 2,200 jam-packed.
Hello.
I started BG 15 and a half months ago with 200 USDT.
Yeah.
And I did not refer
Gagan, cô Gagan này là cô Gagan đang level 9, bắt đầu BG với 200 USDT thôi. Và bây giờ trong tài khoản của cô ấy có hàng triệu USDT ở trong tài khoản.
So BG Wealth Sharing is not a multi-level marketing company, so please write that down. BG Wealth Sharing is a registered investment advisory firm with US SEC, and we are the world's largest hedge fund as well for the retail investors who are getting ready to become accredited investors. How many of you know the difference between retail investors and accredited investors? Not many. A few hands. I can see a few hands. That's why I said, have your pen and paper ready. You should be taking notes.
Đây là vàng để tặng quà cho mọi người. Vàng tặng quà. Những cái túi xanh này là quà đấy. Chút nữa.
Or they are actually an income earner of 250 to 350,000 US dollars, and they pay tax on that. We didn't fit into that category. At least I would say
Đây
90% of the people did not.
đây là đội hình
I think when Miss Ann started,
làm zoom, live zoom. Hello chị Linda, hi Chris, hi Adam. Elena is AI. Hey, thank you so much, Sumana, and Richard. So the one who help a bit help for BG for us. Yeah.
It was good to meet you guys.
Thank
You're the
you.
best. Thank you for coming, for supporting us.
Thank you.
Through compounding, through copy trading, to become an accredited investor so that we can have a $100,000 trade account one day. Right? That's the difference. Do I need to refer people? No. Why? Because I make my daily income through the trading aspect where BG is promising that if I follow their advising, if I follow their mentoring, if I follow their coaching, I am going to get my investment doubled in under 60 days. How many of you here have witnessed it with their own investments? Is there anyone in this room who started their journey with BG and they did 2 trades per day and they did not double their investment? Please stand up.
Kiss me. Thank you.
Anybody? That's called facts. It's not hypothetical theories here. We are a logical company
thôi. Bye bye mọi người nha. Có gì chiều tối này live tiếp. See you.
How are we doing the training?
Bye bye.
Dr. Beard